Hi, Boris. My name is Matthew Bennett. I found your business and I decided to take a look at your website. The reason for the video is that I noticed some issues with your site and something that some of your competitors like Precision Door Service, Anderson's Door Company, and Sound Door Service are doing to attract a lot more customers that you don't seem to be doing yourself. So let me show you what that is. See, I noticed all three of these competitors are ranking very well when you search for phrases like garage doors Seattle, garage door repair Seattle, Seattle garage door repair, and similar phrases within Google. And the same goes for Bellevue. So here we have Precision Doors Seattle. Here we have Anderson Door Company. Sound Door Service is listed right here. But we don't see you listed here anywhere. And the same goes for Bellevue. And we scroll down and we don't see your company here listed for Bellevue either. So these are searches that hundreds and hundreds of people are making every month looking for garage door companies in Seattle and Bellevue. So here we have Garage Doors Seattle, and we have our organic search at a total search volume of 170 searches on average per month. We have Garage Door Repair Seattle with 390 searches on average every month. Garage Door Seattle, 170 searches. Seattle Garage Door Repair, 110 searches. Garage Door Opener Repair. And then over here we have Bellevue, and they're searching here too. So a lot of opportunity. But unfortunately, looks like your company isn't showing up anywhere near the top. Well, I looked into this, and the reason you're not ranking comes down to two things: content and backlinks. Now, content is the information on your site. How many pages you have, what the articles are, the structure of the site, what the titles are, etc. And a backlink is a link pointing to your website that's posted on someone else's website. So basically, backlinks count as votes from other websites that is saying that your website is good. So a simple way of looking at this is the better your content and the more links you have, aka votes, the higher you will rank in the search engines. So let's look at the content of Precision of Seattle. They are in the #1 spot. We'll look at the structure of the site. They have all of the links to their other pages listed on top, followed by all the supporting pages listed below. And at the bottom of the site, they also have links going to those same pages, and they have some more links going to the same pages on the bottom. So this is called a silo structure. This is to allow Google to read the website easier. And it's very important that the site is set up this way if it's going to rank in the search engines. Okay, so the first thing Google does when it finds your website is it reads the H1 tag so that it knows what the website is about. That's how it determines what the website is about, is it reads the H1 tag. So we can see here their H1 tag is Precision Garage Door of Seattle. It has the keyword in it, most importantly, Garage Door of Seattle. So we can verify that that's the H1 tag by inspecting it. It is the H1 tag. They also have various keywords right up here as well: garage door repair, garage door service. Those are not H1 tags, they're just text. As we scroll down, we can see the only H1 tag is right here. That's very important to remember because we're going to go over that later on your site. There's only one H1 tag. That way it doesn't confuse Google. Google knows it's about Garage Doors of Seattle, and that's pretty much finalized right there. Okay, so next are the articles on the pages. It's very important to have the main keyword you're trying to rank for in the very first sentence. As you can see, the very first sentence in the paragraph is Garage Door of Seattle. That follows along with some more. You don't want to put too many of the keywords in this article, but this is the SEO article right here, and it's put together very well. So one strategy that Precision of Seattle is using is they are creating a lot of content on their website. So they have so many different pages. So here's a page for new garage doors. There's a page for garage door repair. They have basically 3 different about us pages, a review section. Look at all of this content, right? There's so many words on the screen. And what that's doing, and most of it's about, garage door maintenance and things like that. What that's doing is it's building up a lot of trust with Google. Google sees that not only is this website about garage doors and garage door repair and things like that, in Seattle, it's got a lot of information about it. So that's going to push it up higher in the search engines because there's so much information about it. It's going to be better for the end user, according to Google's algorithm, right? They also have a locations area, so they're trying to rank for every one of these areas here. Bellevue, which is where you're located, Linwood, Kent, Stanwood. Again, you're seeing this is a maybe a little too large of a website. Maybe it's not necessary to have all of this, but that's their strategy, right? Another thing Google wants to see when the website is about a local business is it wants to see a services section and it wants to see a location section. That makes it easier for Google to understand what kind of services you provide, right? So Precision of Seattle is providing garage door repair, garage doors, garage door openers, and then here's some more content about services, basically, is the route that they're going. And then they have a location section. This is to let Google know the areas that they provide service to. Bellevue is number 1. That is actually where you guys are located. And Everett, Mill Creek, and they're going for all these areas. Okay, they want to rank for all of these areas. But when you're a service-based business, especially, you have to have a services section and a location section for Google to know what you want it to know. All right, so let's compare Precision to GarageWorks, your site. First off, you have a very, very nice looking website. This is a great looking website. Um, there's lots of colors. I mean, you have benefits listed right here. You have a phone number listed right here. You have another phone number listed right here. Call now, call to action listed in the top left. That's great. When you're ranking and people come to your site, they're going to call you right away. As soon as you start getting traffic to your website, people are going to start calling you. So that's wonderful. So you really have a lot of opportunity with the website. Once you get it optimized and ranking higher in the search engine, there's a lot of opportunity. There's a lot of opportunity here. So let's look at the optimization for your site. Let's look at the content on the website, not just the design, because the content, not the design, is what gets you ranked. So the content, the structure of your website, you have links to all of your pages on top. That's great. There aren't any links to the pages on the bottom. That is not good. Google wants to see the structure of your website where you have links on top and on bottom. Again, makes it easier for Google to read through all of your pages and get all the information and to rank faster as part of it. All right, so let's look at the H1 title tag for GarageWorks. Remember, remember, we're only supposed to have one that lets Google know what your site is about before it goes any further. So the H1 tag is about garage door service, repair, and installation. It's not bad. Uh, it needs to have the service area, the main area that you're trying to rank for, listed in here so it knows for sure without any doubt that it's about garage door service, repair, and installation in Seattle, for example. So the problem you have here is you also have you have a you have a lot of them. So you have another H you have a H2 tag here. This is also telling Google that it's about we provide. It's about our services. It's about call today and get the best price offer. And it's about check out our latest reviews for our clients. And it's also about garage door opener brands and all this other thing. So you have way too many H2 tags here that's confusing Google as to what your website is really about. And you have some more over here. Um, so just way too many of it. Okay, so you could still have the same look and not actually be using an H1 tag or an H2 tag. So this doesn't have to be an H2 tag. It shouldn't be an H2 tag. What it should be is it should be more like this, which is just text, right? So the article looks pretty good. We could see that there's a good amount of content. It's long. That's a good thing. Um, the first keyword here in the first sentence is Seattle garage door repair. And then on top we have Bellevue garage door repair, so that can be a little confusing. Um, then it says proudly serving Seattle and Bellevue. That's not the way Google wants to see things, but all in all, it's pretty good. One thing that's really important is how big your site is. Remember, the more content, the more information you have on your website that supports what your website is about or what you're trying to tell Google it's about. Um, when you have more content and more information, it establishes more trust that your website is the website that Google's users want to get to. So the homepage has a pretty good amount of information in it. Services page is a little short. This gate repair page, but that's a pretty good size. The gate repair should be in services though. It should be below here. Um, and this right here should say services, just like it does right here, because that's how Google wants to see it. Doesn't want to have keywords in services. And so we can kind of compare the length of this site compared to this one. So this website has so much more information. It has an individual page for every service that Precision of Seattle provides. It's just they've just created a huge site, which is just establishing a tremendous amount more trust in your website. One other thing that your website is missing is a locations page, which should be about here to let Google know all of the locations that you provide services to. And gate repair should also be in a services page, not its own individual page. That's how Google. That is the structure Google wants you to create your website in, so that it can tell what your website's about, what services you provide, where you're located, and what type of what locations you provide services to. Right. That's how this works. So for backlinks, we can actually use a tool called Majestic. And as you can see here, we have garage doors Seattle plugged in. That is Precision Door Repair. And we can see that down here that they have a total of over 9,000 backlinks coming from 400 referring domains. And when we use the same tool and look at your site, we could see that we have only 136 backlinks coming from 43 referring domains. Now, so you don't necessarily have to have 9,000 backlinks to get to where they are, as long as you're using stronger links than they are. You can have less. And as we were talking about earlier, being that the more content you have on your website, the more trustworthy Google finds your business to be. And PrecisionWorks having so much content, they have a higher trust flow rating here. And your website has a lower trust flow rating because it doesn't have as much content. Another neat thing about this tool is we can go into and we can actually look at the backlinks themselves. So these are all the backlinks that PrecisionWorks is using to outrank your site in Google. And so you can actually go to the website yourself, and if your business does not have a link on this website, then you can contact them and get a link for it using this list of backlink providers. So basically what you could do is just go through here, copying all these backlinks, and improve the optimization on your website and begin to outrank them. And so getting in front of those several hundred customers every month, and those customers seeing your business instead of your competitors. So here's what, blah, 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 blah. So here's what I'd like to do for you. Now, you're more than welcome to take all of this data and information I've given to you here and do it yourself. I don't mind it at all. But I want to do you one better. Let's schedule a free 15-minute strategy session with me, and I'll personally answer your questions and help map out a plan to leverage this and to get you ahead of your competitors. If you like the plan and we seem to be a good fit for each other, I'll go ahead and do the entire thing for you. If not, no worries at all. You can even give it to someone else to do for you. All you have to do is schedule a time in my calendar to talk, and we'll hop on a call to go through it. There is no charge and no obligation to work with us afterwards. We will also be able to go through some of the other things that I didn't have time to mention in the video, like certain elements that those competitors are using on their websites to improve their rankings and how they are ranking. And these map sections right here, that one's Seattle and that one's Bellevue. So all you have to do is schedule the phone call, the completely free strategy session below, and I'll walk you through all of that. So with that being said, I hope you learned something from this video, whether you decide to discuss it with me or not. If you have any problems at all scheduling the call, please feel free to email me at matt@mail2.powerseo.io.